Lost connection. Okay. Okay, I've been wanting to do this video. Yeah, I've been wanting to do this video for a minute, man. Adrian. Yeah, I've been wanting to do this video for a minute, but I never had time, man. Always something keeps coming up. Yeah, this thing keeps coming up, that thing keeps coming up. Tired, fall asleep, whatever. Yeah, so we're going to try and do this video now. Yeah, I mean the first box I'll show you. The first box I want to talk about is the Devin Haney and Lomachenko fight. That's how long I've been wanting to do this conversation for. Yeah. Anyway, so we had Devin Haney and the Lomachenko fight. Yeah. You know, it was highly anticipated. Nicola Manda. What's I say? Beat Antigone. Chef. Sai. Stu Howe. Carol. Jade. JT. User 1213. Lady Bentley. Jessica. Paul Jones. Okay, so like I'm saying now, yeah, we had this fight now with Devin Haney and Lomachenko, and you know what I mean, it was highly anticipated, and you know, the fight didn't disappoint. Yeah, now obviously, you know, people are not happy with the result of the fight. Yeah, but one thing for sure, it wasn't boring, because you know what I mean, like when we had this fight here now with Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko, you know, we thought, oh, it was going to be exciting. They're both exciting fighters. The fight was a total stalemate. It was a total stalemate. Each was waiting for the other one to do something. It was rubbish. It was trash, bruv. Yeah? But the Devin Haney and the Lomachenko fight really, you know what I mean? Like I said, the people were not happy with the result because I said Lomachenko won, but it was an exciting fight. It was not a boring fight. Yeah? So, you know, Lomachenko, boxing's a funny sport because even though Lomachenko got more hits in, yeah, it's possible that a boxer that got more hits could throw a fewer punches, but the punches are harder and devastating, and they still get the victory, though they threw less punches. Yeah? So, you know, Haney threw less punches, yeah? But, you know, he, you know, I mean, at the end of the fight, yeah, Lomachenko's face was bruised, mashed up, you can see. I've never seen Lomachenko's face look like that. Red mark here, red mark there, blood here, blood there. I've never seen Lomachenko look in that situation, in that condition, yeah? But at the end of the day, you know, Haney didn't have the power to knock him down. He gave him some really hard body shots. Boom! Boom! Bam! Yeah? Bam! Some really hard body shots, but you know what I mean? He doesn't have power. Yeah? So what I was thinking, even before he started saying it himself, you know, maybe Devin Haney has to move up. Yeah, he has to move up in weight. Because what they were saying, you know, he has problem making that weight. And if you see Devin Haney now as opposed to 2 years, because Devin Haney's young, he's only 22 or 23, yeah? he's still growing. He's like a boy that's becoming a man. So you can see during this fight, he looked more like a man, filling out. Like you can see he's got a maturity about him. He's not looking like a boy anymore, like a young kid anymore. He's starting to look like a young man. So, they were saying that he has a problem making the weight. So, I think Devin Haney, because you can see he was really banging Lomachenko hard, but it wasn't really devastating him or wobbling with Lomachenko or nothing. Yeah, because like I said, he must have a problem making this weight. Yeah, I think Devin Haney has to move up to welterweight or middleweight. Yeah, because he's a lightweight, which is 10 stone. Welterweight is 10.5 stone. And middleweight, or what they say in America, junior middleweight, is 11 stone, yeah? Yeah, Devin Haney needs to move up in weight. He has to move up in weight. I mean, Lomachenko really fought good. I mean, the thing about Lomachenko is so good. Yeah, he's so good that even if you finish the fight against him and then get knocked out, it means you've done well. That's how good he is. Yeah? I mean, Lomachenko's one of my favorite boxers now. One of my favorite boxers of all times, yeah? I mean, what I heard, which I didn't know before, that four of his opponents, 4 consecutive opponents of Lomachenko retired, refused to come out to fight. And I wanted to call him no mass Lomachenko. Yeah? And for those people, you youngsters who don't know about this no mass, yeah? When Sugar Ray Leonard fought Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard beat Lomachenko. Sugar Ray Leonard beat Roberto Duran so badly, they said he quit the fight. In the middle of the fight, he said, no mass, no mass, which means no more, no mass. And he quit the fight, right in the middle of the fight. Yeah, not in the break, yeah, where the cornermen deal with them and whatever. Right in the middle of the fight, he quit the fight. No mass. Yeah? So that's what they said. They're going to start calling him no mass Lomachenko. Can you imagine? This is how good Lomachenko is. 4 consecutive fighters quit. Can you imagine that? 4 consecutive fighters quit against this guy. That's how good he is. So, like I said, now even finishing a fight against Lomachenko is a great achievement. Yeah? But what they say in boxing, if you're the challenger, you really have to do a good number on the champion to get the belts. Yeah? Everyone was up in uproar. Shakur Stevens said Devin Haney lost the fight. Everyone said he lost the fight. Even a couple, they were booing him. Yeah? But, yeah. That's how it goes, yeah? But, yeah, like I said, Devin Haney has to move up, I think. But in his division, I mean, it's a great division, man. You got Devin Haney, you got Lomachenko, you got Shakur Stevens, you got Tank, yeah? Tank Davis, Gervonta Davis, and you got Pitbull Cruz, yeah? I mean, Pitbull Cruz is very exciting, very aggressive fighter. Yeah, it's a good division. Very, very good division, yeah? Okay. We've got him, we've got Baz. Okay. So we're going to talk about now the Joshua Wilder fight, yeah? So we've got Joshua and Wilder. So the first, like, is the fight on or is the fight off? Yeah? Is Anthony Joshua fight on or is Anthony Joshua fight off against Wilder? And I think, when they were both unbeaten, it was a kind of more anticipated fight. Yeah? It was like, which one could beat the other, and they're going to get a defeat because of the other fighter, because they're both unbeaten. But, I mean, Wilder has lost to Tyson Fury twice, and he drew against Tyson Fury. So he's had 3 fights against Tyson Fury, all to the negative on his record, yeah? 1 draw, 2 losses. AJ, he lost to Andy Ruiz, came back, and he won the title. Then he lost 2 in a row to Usyk, yeah? Alexander Usyk, yeah? So, and I know there's a lot of there's a lot of hatred going towards Anthony Joshua now. A lot of hatred, yeah. I don't know if that's because of his behavior after the fight with after the fight with Usyk, or because he lost. I think boxing is a crazy thing. If you lose a fight, everyone turns their back on you. They turn their back on you, yeah, because you lost the fight. That's part of the boxing thing, yeah. Oh, he's unbeaten, he's invincible, no one could beat the person. So when the person loses, kind of people lose respect for you. There was also a situation that I read about. I mean, this is obviously far before my time, yeah? When Floyd Patterson was going to fight Muhammad Ali, yeah? And for some strange reason, Frank Sinatra hated Muhammad Ali, yeah? So we can all kind of try and guess why he hates him. But what I think, I mean, there could be more than one reason, but what I think happens, he was getting so much headlines. He was probably the most famous man on the planet, yeah? That people who used to get the attention from the press were not getting the attention anymore because of Muhammad Ali, yeah? So they dislike him because of that. And that's why you see when, there's big boxing events, all the famous people come. Yeah? And they see them looking up to see if they can see their face on the monitor, because they were there now and they're still in the limelight. That's the way of getting their self in the limelight, yeah? I mean, I think Elvis Presley gave Muhammad Ali one of his belts or something like that. His rhinestone belts Elvis Presley used to have. I think Muhammad Ali was just taking the limelight from everyone. So anyway, Frank Sinatra was like a kind of God. It's like a kind of he had this kind of strange situation where he was like kind of like, in entertainment, he was like kind of like a god, a boss. Then at the same time, he had this kind of mafia thing around him where the mafia were supposed to be his backers. So anyway, he summoned Floyd Patterson, yeah? He summoned Floyd Patterson and said, yeah, you have to beat Muhammad Ali. And Floyd Patterson said, yeah, he's going to beat him, or he'll try his best, yeah? So when he lost to Muhammad Ali, or Cassius Clay as it was at the time, Floyd Patterson went to see his friend, Frank Sinatra. And as he was trying to explain his loss, this is what I've read in the boxing encyclopedia. As Floyd Patterson was trying to explain his loss to his friends, Frank Sinatra literally turned his back on him. Can you believe that? He literally turned his back on him and folded his arms. That's what I read in the boxing encyclopedia. Yeah. So like I said, when you're a boxer, it's like you're God. Yeah. You're a world champion. It's like you're God. And I heard George Foreman speak about this. He said, like when you're the world champion, it's like they sprinkle fairy dust on you. It's very magical. Yeah. So maybe people, when they see Joshua getting this kind of star treatment, they're jealous. But he's really going through a hard time now. Everybody wants him to lose. Yeah. They're saying, there's all these strange newspaper stories, retire. Then there was an incident where he went to some university somewhere, and then some of the students were cussing him, so he got angry and threatened to break one of their jaw. Yeah. Yes, boxing's funny, man. You can't lose, man. If you lose, that's it, man. It's just all the love, all the respect somehow goes, yeah? So, I mean, like even Roy Jones is in Anthony Joshua's corner and he's saying don't fight Deontay Wilder. Yeah? But, I mean, I think if Anthony Joshua tries to brawl with Deontay Wilder, he's probably going to lose because Deontay Wilder's punches are faster. Yeah? Maybe Deontay Wilder's arms are longer. Maybe they're not longer. Because Deontay Wilder just looks slimmer. I presume his arms are longer, yeah? I think if he tries to brawl it out with Deontay Wilder, he'll probably lose. But, Anthony Joshua fights two ways, man. Yeah, he fights two ways. He can fight more attacking, yeah? And when he knocked out this dude, what's the guy from Brixton? I can't remember his name at the moment. Yeah, the Jamaican guy who's now based in Britain. When he fought him, it was proper brawl, boy. I love that fight, man. Proper brawl, man. Proper brawl, man. Proper fucking brawl, bro. Dule. Was that Ziggy? Sorry for mispronouncing your name. Dule. Yeah? Beetlejuice? Damn. Yeah? So, yeah, like I say, Anthony Joshua fights two ways, man. Now, when he lost to Andy Ruiz, some funny business going on in that fight, but we're not going to talk about that for a minute. Yeah? He lost to Andy Ruiz. Then when he came back, he fought different. He came back. He kept everything long. Yeah? Didn't take the chance of being in the pocket. And, he fought and he beat Andy Ruiz, which was absolutely brilliant. I mean, just as a normal human being, say somebody beat you up. I mean, they've defeated you, now you're weary of them, you're scared. Imagine how much courage it takes to get back in the ring and fight someone that beat you before. Yeah? It takes a lot of courage, man. Yeah? Ignat Marian. Yeah? That's what happened to me in school, man. I had a fight with this guy. And I was all acting kind of showboating and whatever. And he just kind of jumped me and he beat me up. And someone said to me, "You didn't let that guy you let him beat you up. He's a fool." So when I was walking back into the school, I said, "It's true, I'm not taking that." And even though I was scared, I had the courage to go back and I beat him up. Yeah. And then someone said, "Oh, I jumped. I beat. He was face to face, and I threw my punches first." That's exactly what he done to me. He threw his punches first, and then he beat me. And then when I came back, I threw him and I beat him. Yeah. So like I said, it takes a lot of courage to fight someone who's beaten you before. So Anthony Joshua beat Andy Ruiz in the second fight. Yeah. Then he lost to Usyk. Yeah. He got knocked out. Stopped, whatever you want to call it. He came back in the second fight, yeah, and he kept it long, yeah, and he didn't get knocked out this time. He finished the fight on his feet, which was brilliant, but he still lost. Benz Ovidio, yeah. So he fought very well, but he lost. And he kind of had his meltdown situation. And the reason why he had that meltdown situation is because he knew, if he lost this fight now, it was curtains for him. Yeah? There's curtains for him. But, AJ's got a brilliant marketing team. He's with Eddie Hearn. And for what I've seen, you know, Eddie Hearn kind of sees him as a friend, not just you know a boxer signed to his label, signed to his camp. Yeah. No, I think Eddie Hearn kind of sees him as a friend because what Eddie Hearn said is that when he was with AJ, they opened different doors for them in boxing. You know, they were going fighting in stadiums, not just small little halls here and there. Yeah, little arena that fits 2,000, 3,000 people that are fighting in stadiums. That's the level AJ took them to. And you know, boxing is a sport. You know, when you meet heads of states. You know, you become a great boxer. You meet the prime minister, you meet the president, you meet the king, you meet the queen, and that's actually what happened. You know, when unfortunately Queen Elizabeth II died, I looked at the internet and AJ was there, man, reading the eulogy or whatever you call it, the speech at the Queen's funeral. You see, that's the level you go to when you know, when you're a great boxer and you're at a high level. So that's why AJ had his meltdown. He worked so hard, he put in so much work, he was frustrated. And that's one of the things he said to Usyk. You're not stronger than me. How did you beat me? Yeah? You're not stronger than me. How did you beat me? Because of what you saw, everything just going away. So anyway, now, you know what I mean? People might laugh at me, but I think AJ can beat Deontay Wilder. Yeah? If you check out Deontay Wilder, if you saw him against Tyson Fury, defensively he looks very, you know, very ordinary. Defensively he's not good, man. He was right up next to, you know, Tyson Fury. Kind of situation like they're clinching, bodies touching, and you can see, like he's completely like a fish out of water. He doesn't know what he's doing, bruv. You know, Deontay Wilder's style of boxing, you can see when he's training, about lining up your opponent, yeah? Jab, throw a straight punch, jab, throw some overhand or something like that. But it's all about really just lining up your opponent for a hard punch. On the boxing side of it, maybe he's not that good defensively. Like I said, against Tyson Fury, man, you saw it seemed like he didn't know what he was doing, man. Tyson Fury was doing all kinds of shit to them when they were kind of in the clinches. Boom, 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 boom. And when he kind of kicked him, he just fell down. Like he don't know what he's doing. So if AJ can use his second style of boxing, which is like keeping it long, who's to say AJ cannot get up close to him and hit him and knock him out? Yeah? Everyone's writing off AJ. I don't think that's fair, man. AJ's a very good boxer, man. He can actually box. He's not just someone with a hard punch. You know what I mean? If I hit you, you'll go down, bruv. There's more to AJ's boxing than that. You know what I mean? Okay, let me go on to the next one now. We've got Spence and Crawford. Miss C. Renz. Yeah? So we got the next fight we've got is Spence and Crawford. So I see a story 2 days ago, Mike Tyson, and he's naming a very great boxer, but the boxer doesn't get no respect or whatever. And when I read the article, he named Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is a very good boxer, man. Very excellent boxer. You know, but the thing is, if you're quiet in boxing, you'll be overlooked. They want someone who talks a lot. Yeah? They want someone who talks a lot because that person brings eyes to the sport. Yeah? You can be the best boxers in the world, but you're both very quiet, which is what you're having with Spence and Crawford. And that's probably why they've never fought. I mean, obviously nobody don't want to lose their O. Yeah? Nobody don't want to lose their 0. They're both unbeaten fighters. But at the end of the day, you know, maybe the money isn't there. Yeah? Maybe the money isn't there. I mean, I don't even know who's promoting that fight. But I just saw an article just before I come on here. No, Blue Blood Sports TV ran the story about how there was rumours that Teofimo Lopez is going to retire because Bob Arum was only paying him $1 million per fight. Yeah. So if someone like Teofimo Lopez was very extremely flamboyant, is only getting 1 million, what the fuck are they going to pay them to? Yeah, none of them flamboyant outside the ring. They're both quiet people. Yeah, and like I said, that's probably why the fight has never gone ahead. But anyway, you know what I mean? I mean, for me, I'm Terence Crawford all the way. Terence Crawford all day to beat Spence, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, but then Spence is very special. He's got something. Yeah. And he beats everyone. I mean, look when he had his car crash. Did you see his car crash in the Ferrari? You don't even believe it. Ferrari turned over. He survived the crash and came back and he's still winning. Look what he done to Ugas. I remember Ugas was coming off the victory to the great Manny Pacquiao. But when Spence fought him, Spence bust him up and mashed up his eye. Ugas' eyes was closed at the end of the fight. Yeah? So there's something very special about Spence. And also Spence mashed up, what's his name? This British guy. What's his name, blood? One who fought Amir Khan. In fact, they look like brothers, blood. I can't remember his name for the minute, man. He went to Spain and he got stabbed. I can't remember his name for the minute. He tried to fight Canelo. Anyway, yeah, Errol Spence done a number on him. Yeah? I feel like Crawford is too good, man. When the first time I saw Crawford fight was against Gamboa, and Gamboa was unbeaten. 300 plus amateur fights against his name. He's a very experienced boxer. Yeah. Crawford dismantled Gamboa. Just dismantled him, bro. Dismantled him. Yeah? I think Gamboa went down 4 times. See? This is when Gamboa had everyone's respect. Because now everybody thinking Gamboa, anyone can beat him. Yeah? But when Terence Crawford beat him, he was unbeaten. Everybody thought he was invincible. Yeah? And I think they tried to set Terence Crawford up in that fight. Because the story I was reading, like, he came into the fight at late notice. He wasn't supposed to have a chance, but they just kind of threw him in. Like this kind of upstart from Nebraska. For some reason, he wasn't getting any respect. Yeah? I don't know why Nebraska doesn't get Josh. Yeah? I don't know why Nebraska doesn't get respect in boxing. But for some reason, it was like, some dickhead from Nebraska tried to set him up. Yeah? Like I said, he dismantled Gamboa, mashed up everyone he fought. Yeah, Terence Crawford really is good. Yeah. So, you know what I mean. That fight is definitely supposed to be on the cards. But the problem with that fight, 1 minute the fight is on, 1 minute the fight is off, 1 minute the fight is on, 1 minute the fight is off. So after a while, you kind of lose interest. Yeah, and like I said, maybe they're both good fighters in the ring, but outside the ring, you know what I mean? They don't have personality, so no one's really interested. Only the true boxing purists. Yeah, now boxing is a sport where they always need somebody that can transcend boxing. You know, like Prince Nazim Hamed was world champion. The dude came off of boxing. And he was on other formats. Yeah, every Friday he was on TMFI Friday with Chris Evans here in the UK. Yeah? He transcended boxing. He would be sitting down on a chat show talking. Everybody want to hear what he's got to say. Everybody wants to see this guy, this charismatic guy. good sense of humour, etc., etc. Yeah. And in fact, I was working in this area. Was it Fulham? I think I was working in Fulham. Yeah. Kensington and Chelsea. I was working in this area, and all these people were like queuing up and running. So I said to somebody, "What's going on? What's all going on?" Oh, Prince Nazim, TMFI Friday. It's filmed there. I said, "Oh, that's why all these people are running down the road. That's why all these people are queuing up." You see what I'm saying? The boxer's looking for somebody like that, bruv. Yeah? What's Terence Crawford and Errol Spence going to do? Nothing. Both quiet. Very true, blood. We'll go to the next fight now. Okay. Oh yeah, so like I said, the state of boxing now, yeah. Now we've got Wilder and Ngannou. Ngannou is not even a motherfucking boxer. Ngannou is a MMA fighter, UFC, yeah. So the state of boxing now, heavyweight boxing is like everyone's ducking. No one fights anyone now. And who's getting the blame for this? They're saying it's Tyson Fury's fault. Yeah, they're blaming Tyson Fury. Mona Lisa. Yeah, they're blaming Tyson Fury. They're saying Tyson Fury has thrown boxing into disarray. He's ducking this one. He's ducking that one. So now, yeah, Deontay Wilder's been named with everyone. He's been named with, obviously Fury, Joshua. Now he's been matched with Ngannou, and there was a picture with them face to face, and Deontay Wilder said, like, "You don't want none of this, homie," or "There's no point in me fighting you now, because if I fight you now, we want to fight inside the ring, not outside the ring." Yeah. So they're matching everyone up, but Ngannou, he has a puncher's chance against Wilder, who's a proper boxer. Yeah? But if it was a street fight, it would be the other way around. Wilder would face a puncher's chance against Ngannou, who can punch and kick and knee and all the rest of it. Yeah? Okay. We've got Broner now, yeah? So we've got AB, Adrian Broner, yeah? This is exactly what I'm talking about now. Yeah? So Adrian Broner fought on Friday. I knew the fight